Hello, everyone. Hello, this is Jessie Bowen, and welcome to the Become an Author podcast. So today I'm calling all martial artists, we have a project that's coming up, and the project is called Elite Martial Artists Worldwide. This is a part of a book compilation that we've been working on. This is book number 3. And this is book number 1, where we have been searching the world and bringing together martial artists to share the secrets to life, the secrets to leadership, and the secrets to business. So today we have on with us one of our upcoming co-author contributors that's going to be in this book. And we're looking for martial artists around the world to be able to share information. I've got him with me today. He's a phenomenal person, martial artist, business guy, a legend in the martial arts. There's so many things I can say about him, but Grandmaster Dennis Brown. Hey, sir.
How you doing there, young man?
Hey, better, better and better, trying to make the world a better place. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I was sitting here listening to you, and I'm thinking to myself, I was just a regular old martial artist till I met you, and you started putting me in books. And now I'm leading, and I'm doing all kind of stuff. But thank you. I'm always glad that you think about me.
Well, that's what we're really talking about today is, it's just knowledge. And how do we take knowledge and how do we pass it on? I'm calling it legacy. Back in 2015 and 16, when we produced the first books, Who's Who in the Martial Arts, it was all about the trophies we won, how many world titles, who was the greatest in the world. And we found out that we are much more than that. We went through the masters and the pioneers. We went through the people changing lives. We're now doing legacy. And we have this new series we started. It's called Elite Martial Artists in America, but the third book is titled Elite Martial Artists Worldwide. And we're looking for martial artists to share their story of how the impact of martial arts on their lives. And that can be a lot of different things. So I know that, for you, I'm going to just take a moment. I don't want to talk to you like I know you. Nobody else in the world may know who you are. So let's talk about who is Dennis Brown.
Well, I'm just a kung fu instructor. I'm just a kung fu teacher that found something that I love to do and was blessed to be able to do it. When I heard you say that one line, I remembered something, and I'm sure you and I have gone there once before, and it's something I live by. It says, have you had a kindness shown, pass it on. 'Twas not for you alone, pass it on till it travels down the years, till it reaches another's ears, till in heaven the deed appears, pass it on. Well, my life has been that, somebody gave me something and it just changed my life. And I've been trying to live by that my whole life, trying to pass on with this kindness that somebody gave me, this great gift that somebody gave me. And when I heard you talking, and we've talked quite a few times, that popped back in my head again. I'm still here doing the same thing, but I'm blessed to be able to do something that I love. So many people get up and go to work every day to pay that note or to get that car or to pay their bills. And if you find something that you love doing and you're able to make a living at it and make a difference while you're making that living, oh man, do you really have a job? That's kind of what pops in my head right away.
Well, as we go back over the years, and I know from the business side, from EFC to all the other things, been running your school for a long time. You've been a competitor. You've raised a family. You've helped people in the community. You're sought after, speaker, referee, coach all over the world. And you have all of these experiences. And it's the same thing. What would I do if I could tell someone about my secret? You see, that's what we're talking about. Yes, I have a secret. There's something that I discovered. I discovered the secret was that I wrote a book and about my instructor, giving him thanks for all he'd done for me. So giving back, and that book, turned out to be 10 books later, and how that actually changed not only my life, but we really met because of that opportunity and books and lessons. And, if I have a question, I can come to you. So when we think about the secrets, you're correct. So how many things that you already know that you don't know, and, and until you sit down and you take a topic and you say, well, I'm going to talk about the secrets to my life. What is that thing that I've learned in my life that maybe I failed at, but I then turned it into a success? We all have been on the bottom at one point or another in life. And I tell folks all the time, especially about competition, that's because I'm on the bottom, though, doesn't mean I'm losing. It means that guy may be tapping out next thing you see, but I'm still on the bottom, but you see, I'm still winning. And how many things that we do about our business that we have learned, that someone else is coming up, they're trying to learn about. And then we talk about leadership, because, if you're going to be in business, you have to be a good leader. If you're going to be in a point that you want to encourage others, you have to be a good leader. And why would people want to be with, to be about that? So what is an area, I'm gonna pick on you now. What is it? We just finished talking about it because it's a tough question, that do I write about the secrets to life, leadership, or business? I've got all these expertise. And everyone, this is what we're talking about. We're introducing to you some of the co-authors and co-writers of the upcoming book worldwide. And we're not just looking in the U.S. this year. We're looking outside of the U.S. for, we've got some friends down in Brazil that are writing. We have some friends in Australia that are writing. We have some friends in Canada that are martial artists that's writing. So we're giving you an opportunity to be a part of this book. And if you want to know how do you get more information, then you go to our website, Elite Publications, and that banner is going across your screen now. And you schedule a time to sit down and chat with me about this great opportunity that you have. So, it's a tough thing to think about. That is, do I write about the secrets to life, my business, because there's so much information there. So, so what do you think you're going to write on? We're going to give everybody a sneak peek in.
Well, you're asking about me. Well, I have to sit back and think, what is it I really know about? Everybody knows about something, but they don't. They're blessed if they realize it. Those who know but don't know that they know, they're never going to go anywhere. And some people don't know, but they think they know, and they just end up messing up a whole lot of other people. But that rare time that you find something that you know, and you know that you know, and you can make a living and make a difference with it, that's what, if you're lucky enough to stay with that, you're going to be a blessed person. So, I look at it, and, I was in computer science when I was at Howard. I was in, all kind of different jobs. I had a good government job. My mother, living in D.C., if you were young and had a good government job, that's what we called it in America, in D.C., a good government job. You didn't have to work at something else. That was amazing. I did that for years, and young guy with a high ranking, and walked away from it to do martial arts. And even though I wasn't living with my mom then, she said, "You're doing what? You're quitting your," and this is what they call them in D.C., "you're quitting your good government job to do what? To teach Kung Fu?" But, generally folks would walk away. "You're right, Mom, I got to go." But sometimes you're blessed if you know something and you know that this is what you should be doing, and you're able to walk away from it. And then the third thing, and figure out a way to make a living with it and make change in people's lives with it. And you know that you're making a difference. And that's what I did. And here I am now with Jessie, Bowen, getting ready to get included in a book of folks who's supposed to know. So I think, again, I just feel blessed that I've been able to do it, because I had a lot of friends that went off and said, I'm going to be a kung fu master or karate master or something, and couldn't make a living with it, couldn't support their family, couldn't do this, but was able to bring all of that to get stuff together. And God blessed me with being able to make a really good living doing something that I love to do around people that I love being around, because I mean, you could sit in the office with folks, you can't wait for lunch break to get away from them. But think about what we do. We got to check. And I look at you. I remember when you first started to do this. I think I was around when you did the first one, and one of the first ones. And I look at him and saying, look at this. He's making a decent living. I'm not going to say you're filthy rich, because I don't want nobody coming up behind you begging.
I don't want to be robbed.
Yeah, but has been able to make a difference not only in his life and his family's life, but so many of us that have been able to. You've reached out to us and showed us the beauty of what we have. And I look at that now. I'm Jessie Bowen's calling. I said, "Oh God, this is a big deal. He's getting ready to put me in a book." but yeah. So I think that's my blessing. I know that I used to be embarrassed when somebody would ask, "Mr. Brown, what do you do for a living?" And I'd I'm a kung fu teacher. What? I teach kung fu. Oh, you said Bruce Lee, and you one of them Bruce Lee guys. Yeah, but what do you do for a living? I talk to people, and now I don't do that anymore. I generally just say I try to make a difference in people's lives. Now, one of the tools that I was blessed with that God gave me was I can kick and punch and all like that. Yes, but my grandfather raised me, and he was a minister. I think you know that. Mm-hmm. I was raised up in a minister's home out in West Virginia in the country minister, one of those type. And I didn't realize that he passed his thing on to me. They said, you love to talk, and you can talk all the time. You're probably going to be like your grandfather. And disappointed everybody, because I know I disappointed him. I went on to start teaching Kung Fu. But then I remember the last time I went to visit him at his grave, I said, you know what? You were right. I'm still a minister. I'm still out here preaching. I ain't trying to fight anybody. Hope I never have to fight anybody. Well, why would you spend 30, 40, 50 years teaching something you hope you never have to use? Said, no, he gave me something I was good at that I could make a difference in people's lives. So I may have gotten up on the pulpit and people say, you don't speak well enough because you don't breathe deep when you go with it. But you've been making, thousands and thousands of lives that we've been able to change through Kung Fu. Yeah, guys, that's what I do. So if you would ask me, what are you? Who are you? I'm a martial arts teacher. Yeah. You teach martial arts, but what do you do?
Well, this is what we really want to talk about, because there's so many martial artists. Remember, this is a call for martial artists. This is a short call. Our other books, we have the Elite Martial Artists in America. This is one of our first book. We're working on volume 3, and we're looking for people, martial artists, that have a story that they would like to share, the secret. This book is not a martial arts book. It's more of a legacy book. And how do we share our legacy, and how do we make a difference through what we've learned? How can I impact your life? If I was told that I would never succeed at anything. My teacher, I wrote a proposal, a business plan. I was a goofball in school, and I really got into this business proposal thing we were studying. And I turned it in, and she brought me to the front of the classroom. She said, "Jessie, did you write this?" I said, "Yes, ma'am." And I was expecting to be patted on the head. She tore it up and put it in the trash can. But you see, from that, I still remember that day she tore that business plan up and put it in the trash can. So what is a lesson from that? That lesson is, when people tell you you're going to fail, let it be your energy. Let it move you forward to become better. Because if she hadn't have done that, then I don't know where I would have been in life. So I've got all these little things that's happened to me that sometimes people would say, that, oh man, that sounds really bad. But you see, that was his strength. And we learned that we become stronger, through our experiences in life. I went bowling with some people after our karate tournament, and they laughed at me because I couldn't bowl. But you know what? I wound up being a professional bowler on the PBA tour. I've written a book on bowling. I've won numerous tournaments and awards. I'm a professional bowler, coached at Duke, because they laughed at me. You see, that's what we're talking about. What secret did you learn? I've learned that, when I'm on the bottom, it means I just need to work harder because I'm only inches from my goal line of my breakthrough. So that's just a lesson right within itself, is to understand when you're met with controversy or you're in this place that you're not sure how you're going to move forward. Just remember, that is your point and your time to grow. So it's not always you're on the top and you're going to move from the top up. It's the guy at the bottom that learns to move from the bottom up, because he's now on a journey, or she's on a journey. So much to learn. So if anyone's got a story like that or wants to share, this is a powerful book coming up. Grandmaster Linda Denley is going to be in there. Grandmaster John Chung is going to be in there. We have other elite martial artists, worldwide, that we want to be a part of it. So, sir, any last words? Because the next time they see you, it's going to be on the book signing. So any final words?
Well, let me just say this. Don't sell yourself short. Just get out there and do what makes you happy, and try to make as many changes and good things in other people's lives, and something will pop up. I could have been a preacher. I could have followed that. I could have been
I did.
A singer. And, I sang for years. And I think about all the paths that I have crossed over the years. And I ended up, they said, to this day, they say, well, what are you? I say, I'm a martial arts teacher. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. I'm a teacher. And that covers everything. And and again, I'm blessed. And I've always felt a little guilty when somebody, especially somebody who was professional, said, well, so what do you do, Dennis? I'm a karate teacher. What? You do what? Oh, I take karate too, but what do you do for a living, and what is your living? I teach people kung fu. Okay, that's fun and all like that. But I've done movies, I've written books, I've done all kinds of things. And somebody says, well, tell me what you do. Who are you? I'm someone who hopefully makes a difference in their life. Put a title on that for me so I can put it out. So I don't know. Sometimes at this point in my life, I don't know what to tell people I am, because my path has crossed so many different things, and I've been blessed to be able to change so many lives with the thousands. I think my wife told me you actually have over 800 some black belts now, and all of them give you credit for helping them to grow. I said, well, I'm a teacher of men, I guess. I don't know. But so, Jessie, and you've been a big part of that, because you threw my name out there also, and people start saying, well, he must be somebody. Jessie got him on the cover of the book. So I am. Let me leave you with this one, and I know you know about this one. I am that I am.
Yes. Well, everyone, again, check it out, the page. You got someone that who is a martial artist that really has a message. That's what we're talking about, is messaging, and giving our compilation book. And this is elite martial artists worldwide. So it's not just a book that someone is in. We really try to make sure that we not only have books, but we try to make sure we help our books empower people. Everyone, this is Grandmaster Jessie Bowen, and along with my good friend, Grandmaster Dennis Brown. Be blessed.